Next to question number 1, we will solve question number 3 of exercise 8.1. See what the question is. Show that if the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other at right angles, then it is a rhombus. Then that quadrilateral is a rhombus. Okay. We are given that there is some quadrilateral in which diagonals are bisecting each other and diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Then it is a rhombus we have to prove. Okay, so first of all we'll assume that there is a quadrilateral ABCD, okay, whose diagonals ABCD is the quadrilateral whose diagonals AC and BD bisect each other at right angles, that is 90 degree. This angle is 90, means this angle and this angle also will be 90 degree. Okay, directly what is given to us? Diagonals are bisecting. AC and BD are bisecting each other at O. It means what? AO is equals to OC, I have written, and BO is equals to OD. Okay. Along with this, as AC is perpendicular to BD, diagonals are perpendicular, diagonals bisecting each other at right angle. Then angle AOB, angle BOC, angle COD and angle AOD will be equal to 90 degree. Means all these four angles will be 90 degree. Okay. Now further, what we have to prove? We have to prove that this quadrilateral which we have assumed with these properties is a rhombus. Okay. Means ABCD is a rhombus. That is, rhombus is a parallelogram in which all the sides are equal. Means we have to prove that in quadrilateral ABCD all sides are equal. AB equals to BC equals to CD equals to DA. And before this we have to prove that this quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Okay. Now come to the proof. See, we'll consider two triangles. Triangle AOD and triangle COD. In triangle AOD and COD, see, AO is equals to OC, okay, and angle AOD is 90 degree and angle COD is also 90 degree, and OD is the common side. OD is the common side. AO is equals to OC, this is already given, and angle AOD is equals to angle COD equals to 90 degree because AC is perpendicular to BD. They are bisecting each other at right angle. So by side angle side congruence rule, triangle AOD is congruent to triangle COD, means their corresponding parts will be equal. Now AD is the hypotenuse of this triangle and CD is the hypotenuse of this triangle. Okay, means the corresponding hypotenuse will be equal by corresponding parts of congruent triangle. As CPCT are equal, so AD is equals to CD. AD equals to CD we got here. Okay, AD is equals to CD. Now similarly we'll consider these two triangles also, and further we'll consider these two triangles also, and we'll prove them congruent. After proving them congruent by SAS congruence rule, we'll get this side equals to this side, and for these two triangles we'll get this side equals to this side. Now see, for triangle COD and triangle COD. Triangle COD is this and triangle COB is this. In triangle COB and COD, means now in this triangle and this triangle, see, OD is equals to OB, as O is the midpoint given that diagonals are bisecting each other. So OD is equals to OB. Now COD is equals to COB is equals to 90 degree. This is already given. Okay, diagonals are bisecting each other at right angle. Now CO is the common side in both the triangles. CO is the common side. So again by side angle side congruence rule, the two triangles COD and COB are congruent, and hence if two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding parts will be equal. COD is congruent to COB, so their corresponding, this is the right angle opposite to 90 degrees hypotenuse, angle opposite side opposite to, I must say side opposite to, sorry for the mistake. Side opposite to right angle is hypotenuse. So for this triangle hypotenuse is CD, and for this triangle hypotenuse is BC. So corresponding hypotenuse will be equal. CD is equals to BC. Okay, by CPCT, as corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Okay, and as we have named this AC equals to AD is equals to CD, first equation. Similarly, CD equal to BC is second equation. Okay. Similarly, triangle AOB and triangle COB will be congruent by, means these two triangles will be congruent by side angle side congruence rule. So again their corresponding hypotenuse will be equal. Hypotenuse of this triangle is AB, hypotenuse of this triangle is BC, means again BC is equals to AB. Okay, now AD is equals to CD and CD is equals to BC and BC is equals to AD, means from the first, second and third equation we got AB was equals to BC, BC is equals to CD, CD is equals to AD, means all four sides are equal, okay, of this quadrilateral ABCD. But we do not know that it is a, now we do not know that it is a parallelogram also. For a quadrilateral to be a rhombus, it should be a parallelogram first, okay, it should satisfy the properties of parallelogram, okay. If any quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then only it can be a rhombus. So now we have only got that all the sides of the quadrilateral are equal, okay. Now since see AB and CD are opposite sides of the quadrilateral and AD and BC are the opposite sides of the quadrilateral, as all sides are equal, but along with this, at the same time, we have opposite sides also equal. AB is equals to CD and BC is equals to AD. Since opposite sides of quadrilateral ABCD are equal, then ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, this is one of the property of the parallelogram, and theorem 8.2, I must say, 8.3, that if in a quadrilateral or a pair of opposite sides are equal, then it is a parallelogram. Hence, ABCD is a parallelogram. Now, from equation 4th, we can say that ABCD is a parallelogram in which all the sides are equal. So a parallelogram in which all the sides are equal is a rhombus. Okay. Hence ABCD is a rhombus. Okay. Thank you.